the 2011-2012 season, what turned out to be your final season. Just listen to these stats for a second, right, Joe? Obviously, club captain that season, 30 goals in the Premier League. PFA, Football Writers, Player of the Year, you'll like this one. 41 goals in 53 games for club and country. They're not bad numbers, are they?
Unbelievable.
You were so important to Arsenal. And at the end of that season, and this is a question that I know Arsenal fans have wanted to put to you since the day you walked out of the door here. Why did you leave?
Yeah, I think you can compare with being married. You know, I think me and my wife, Arsenal, were married for 8 years. And then after 8 years, my wife possibly got a bit tired of me. Those are the facts.
How did you know? Your wife,
I just felt that because if Arsenal is not offering you a new deal, you can have along the way, you can have different views about things. But the fact is that Arsenal never offered me a deal. So what do you do then? Then you have a look around, then you check if you, because I was ambitious, I still wanted to win the league. Then you look around, and that is life, you know. And then I basically, then it ended up, so I ended up having 3 options. That one option abroad disappeared quite shortly after that. Then it was City or Manchester United. So, but what people don't know during a transfer or during marriage is that behind the scenes, loads of things are happening. Loads of things the fans don't get or they don't see, and you have to take a lot on. You have to make a choice based on what your targets are, but as well deal with the facts. And one of the main issues or facts was that possibly Arsenal got tired of me or whatever reason they had. But the fact was that was the start point, that they didn't offer me a new deal.
So just to be totally clear, at no point Arsenal came and said to you, Robin, you're our man, here's an extension, here's another couple of years. And did you ever make it clear to the club what you wanted? Did you ever sit down with them? Explain that process. We
had loads of chats. We had chats with Wenger, with Gasidas, with my colleagues. There's like a long process building up to that moment of actually leaving. And during that process, we both we disagreed on a couple of things, which doesn't matter. That happens in marriage as well. But then I just got the feeling that we will not come together, you know. And then that is the moment I had to so what are my options? And then I was looking around because it was quite clear that I was going towards the exit. It was clear that we were not going to find each other. So I looked around, and then towards the end of that process, I had 2 options with City and Manchester United. And Manchester United gave me the best feeling. Sir Alex gave me the best feeling. I really wanted to win.
Was that what it was for you, winning the Premier League?
Yeah, and a challenge as well. It was a challenge, and that is what you go for. And you look at the teams, you look at the coach, you look at privately as well. You look at where my family would live, where my kids go to school. So you take all these things with you, and then I just went on a feeling, and I'm still standing by that. You know, that is what I did. I think if you make a decision like that, you have to stand by it and sort of enjoy it. And I think I did. I'm proud of both times. You know, I don't have a bad feeling towards Arsenal at all. You know, sometimes in life you can have differences.
Well, you told me last night on the phone this is a beautiful place and a beautiful club. So you're obviously still a little bit in love with your ex-wife, huh?
Well, I think you can call it that way, yes. And as well, grateful for the chances Arsene gave me just to play in the best league of the world. You know, I'm grateful, and I'm proud of my time here, but I'm proud of my time in Manchester as well.
I'm just thinking, how must Alex Ferguson have felt when he would have got a phone call saying we might be able to take the best player from one of our rivals? I think that's what Robin's saying. I think that's a crucial point in Arsenal's history when they decided to let their best player go to Manchester United or Man City was like, you know, for me that might have been a case where this club's sort of gone, we can't compete with them at this moment, because we've read the stats out at the start of the conversation. You can't take that out of a team and expect to compete, you know. So I think that was probably one of the big reasons Arsenal are in the situation they're in now. Decisions in football, they can come and hit you 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years down the line. And I think letting him go to Man United was the start of the decline for this club. And now they're at a stage where we're rebuilding it.
But that's why it hurt the Arsenal fans so much, is because it was Manchester United. When you made the decision to go to United, were you aware of the feeling that there would be here?
Yeah, of course I'm aware. But in those situations, when it comes to a decision like that, then of course I get that the fans were not happy with me, and I stand by my choice to go. But they didn't really get the whole picture. For example, this quite important fact is that Arsenal never offered me a deal.
When you say your choice to go, the reality is you were not offered. This is a really important point, and we can see you here when you returned for Manchester United, and the returns went well for you in the end. When you sat down with the club and you laid out all of the things that you wanted to see at Arsenal, which you believe would get them to win the Premier League title, which is what you said is important.
What I believed would make us compete.
And if they'd have said to you, OK, you know what, we buy into what you want at this club, we believe that this will make a difference, we'll do it, would you have signed a new deal with Arsenal?
I would have definitely have a serious option with it, and I would definitely look at then the private side of my family as well, because my wife was very happy, my kids were very young but happy. Then I would have an option. Then I would have a decision to make.
But you had no decision.
I had no decision to make, so I had to look further.
Knowing all of that, and you've held on to this for a long time, watching Arsenal fans who understandably don't know the full story, how painful is that you had such a great time here, and it's not remembered by the fans as fondly as you would hope?
No, I do get how it works, but I don't. It is not that that I feel sorry for myself or whatever. People gave me stick, but that comes with the job, you know, and they do that based on their information and based on what they know or based on what they read. I've chosen not to talk about it for 7 years now, because, you know, I was always thinking, what's the point? But now we are 7 years later. I think time heals most things with the fans as well. I think it's good to tell them